All right, let's talk about doing long division. Long division is a great skill. It's really quite awesome, if I'm being completely frank with you. To start though, I want you to think about making cookies. Making cookies. What do you do when you make cookies? Well, when you've baked your dough, you start with a little thing of dough, right? And then you roll it out into this big blob, right? When it's then in this big blob, you take your cookie cutter and you cut out all of the cookies that you can with your cookie cutter. Now, what do you do after this? Well, you take your cookies and you move them into the pan, you cook them, but then you have excess, right? You have a smaller amount of excess. You have what used to be really large, you then re-roll back up into something a little bit smaller. Like this. You repeat the process though. You roll it out with a rolling pin, and you take your same size cookie cutter and you let it just go to work. 1, 2, 3, maybe you squeeze in a fourth. Yeah, yep. You get as many as you can out of the surface area that you roll out. And then what do? You repeat the process. You move the cookies into the oven, you take your excess dough, you roll it out, and you punch it with a cookie cutter. Long division, interestingly enough, works in a very similar way. So let's talk about it. When I'm doing long division, let's say I want to do 154 divided by 6. I'm going to treat the big number like the cookie dough, and then the smaller number like the cookie cutter. Let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna write a 6, and then my long division symbol looks like a sideways L, and I'm gonna put my larger number on the inside of it, like that. The way this goes is gonna follow a pattern, and I'm gonna write it down for you so you can see it. The pattern goes divide, multiply, subtract. And then there's a funny video out there where it's these inner city kids learn about long division, and they do a rap. And it's like, divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. But that's besides the point. One step is going to be divide. Then 2 is going to be multiply. Step 3 is going to be subtract. 4, instead of bringing on down and bringing on back, we're going to repeat is what we're going to do. But let's follow this flow. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to divide. We're going to divide 6 into 1. The question you want to ask yourself is, how many times does 6 go into 1? Well, the answer is actually 0. 6 can't go into 1. So we're going to write a 0 right above that 1. So we have divided. Next step is going to be to multiply. We're going to multiply this 6 by this 0, and we get 0. And we're going to write it right below the 1. So we have now divided, and we've now multiplied. And now we're going to subtract. We're going to subtract off what we have. We're going to do 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do the bring it on down and bring it on back part. What I mean by bring it on down is we're going to take the next number over, in this case 5, we're going to bring it down and write it at the end of what we already have. So I'm going to write 5 down here, and this now is where we repeat. We've divided, we've multiplied, we've now subtracted, and now we're going to do repeat. We're going to repeat the same process, okay? 6 goes into 15 how many times? Well, it goes into it twice, because 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 6 is 18, but 18 is bigger than 15. So we're going to write a 2 right up there. Now we're going to multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. And now we're going to subtract. 15 minus 12 is 3. And now we have this just one more number right here. We have a 4. We're going to bring down the 4. and then we're going to repeat the process. How many times does 6 go in to 34? That's 5. 6 times 5 is 30. So we're going to write a 5 up here. 5 times 6, 5 multiplied by 6 is 30. We're going to subtract off the excess, and that's just 4. And now you'll notice we don't have anything left to bring down. And so the way we would report our answer is like this. We would say 25, that's this guy right here, remainder 4, because of this 4 right there. Now if you put this on a calculator, 154 divided by 6, you would get 25.666 ... on forever. And the reason that you get this decimal and not a remainder 4 is because 4 divided by 6 in decimal form is actually this, 0.66666 repeating. But the way that you might say it, if your teacher asks you or someone asks you, is you would say 25 remainder 4, or with a remainder of 4. Let's go ahead and try another example. All right, I'm going to get rid of this work right here. Let's say that we wanted to do, let's say we wanted to do 12 and 1,427, or 1,427 divided by 12. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to set up our long division like so, and then we're going to ask ourselves, can 12 go into 1? No. Now, I'm going to give you a little shortcut here. We can actually just skip this first step, and we can jump right into considering, does 12 go into 14? It does. How many times does 12 go into 14? It goes in once. So I'm going to write the 1 right above the 4. There's the division. We multiply 1 by 12. We get 12. Now we subtract. 14 minus 12 is 2. We're going to bring down this 2. Now we got 22. How many times does 12 go into 22? Again, only once. If it was twice, 12 times 2 is 24. 24 is bigger than 22, so that's not going to fly. 1 times 12 is 12. Subtract off. 22 minus 12, that's 10. And now we're going to bring down this 7, like so. How many times does 12 go into 107? You might have to think about this a little bit. Is it 10? No. Is it 9? 9 times 12, that is 108. It's close. So our answer for how many times 12 goes into 107 is 8. So we're going to write that up there. 8 times 12, that's 96. Subtract off the excess. 7 minus 6 is 1. I'm going to borrow from here, make this a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. So we have our answer of 118, remainder 11. And that's how you do long division.